The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hooker. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Quick throw completed by Hooker. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Gay now set to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, ready? 11.
As Stroud now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw left sign is complete on the diving effort. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Stroud now on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Oh, hey.
Davis will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Hooker. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Here's Stroud. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, Eric. Look to high, look to high.
Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Stroud out of the gun here. The pass caught by Olave. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
On the quick, right?
Stroud will look to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
south, south, south.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Hooker's going to throw it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. The throw's going to be caught. Mike Evans. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second and 10.
Oh, ready. 11.
Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tony. Ah, today. Hey, south.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. The throwing again is Stroud. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. 19 Texas.
Here goes Stroud again.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hooker now off play action. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right.
From the 22, Stroud. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Oh, hey. Hey, uno more. Look to hot.
Back to throw. Stroud. And this complete to Mitchell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Wicks.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Again, it's Stroud. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one taken in by Olave.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, uno.
And Stroud now to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Stroud looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Sam Laporta.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That is knocked away and incomplete. The coverage excellent. And the gadget play is foiled. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Flush to his right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Hooker.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hey, south.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
It's a pickup of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Up the middle to Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Good, strong physical run by Ray Davis, and this rookie knows how to get the ball to the 2nd and 3rd level of the defense. Got an offensive coordinator who'll gladly feed him the football, and if so, he will produce.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Ray Davis, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense